God bless you, Algebra 2 students. I trust you're safe and He's watching over you and all of your family members, keeping you free from fear of every evil, harm, and danger. This is a practice test for our upcoming test, which will be next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll take a day to review, but this also is intended for you to look at and rework, especially the ones which you find troublesome. Just get a separate sheet of paper and just rework it and check your answer. Or you can go to your textbook and work similar ones, especially the odds, and then go back in the back and check to see if you're getting them right. All right? So, Father, thank you for leading us and guiding us now in Jesus' name. I want to start with questions which we've not yet covered. The first, about 6, we did on our quiz, on our practice quiz, so you can go back there and look, just in case I don't get to those. But here I'd like to do some which are a little bit less familiar. Here's one I spoke about in the PSAT prep. If they ask you to solve this equation, P equals, it should be 2L, per meter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Solving for W, you want to isolate the W, keep the W term all by itself. So what should we do? We should subtract the 2L from the right side of the equal sign, in which case we have to subtract the 2L from the left as well. So when we do that, on the left side we have P minus 2L. On the right, the 2L is gone, so we have equals 2W. And now to solve it for 2W, the 2W is just like 2x. Want the W to be by itself, so just as we would do with any equation, we divide both sides by 2. So here we're going to do P minus 2L divided by 2 will be equal to 2W divided by 2. The 2's will cancel, and your answer is going to be this W is equal to P minus 2L over 2. This is how we would solve it for W. If they say solve it for L, this is what we did for the PSAT prep. You'd subtract 2W from both sides and go through a very similar procedure. Over here, how about this one? AX plus BY equals C. You might recognize this as a standard form of the equation of a line, and you're solving it for y, so you want the y term to be by itself. So what do? You subtract AX from the left side of the equal sign, you subtract the same AX from the right. This is gone, so on the left we have BY, and bear in mind now we're solving it for y, is equal to C minus AX. We want the y term to be by itself, so what should we do? Well, just treat this like a number and divide both sides by whatever number is before here. So we divide both sides by the b. B could be 3, b could be 5, b could be -2. So we divide the left side by b, in which case we have to divide the right side also by the b. B is gone, so we get y is equal to C minus AX, excuse me, all over b. That's what y would be. Okay? This one a little bit different, but a little bit shorter as well. D equals R times T. You might remember this formula. Distance equals rate times time. If we're solving it for T, we just need to get the T term by itself. So the R here could be like a 2. It could be a 3, like a 3T or a 4T. So we divide both sides by what? By the R. Divide the right by r, in which case you have to divide the left by r as well. R's cancel here, so t is going to be equal to d over r. T equal to d over r. That takes care of that one. How about these? Well, right and should be an absolute value equation for each. We've got the solution shown here, 2 points, -4 and 4. And what we do is we look for the center point. This is kind of this, let me call it the central point, CP, where we'd have 4 to the right and 4 to the left. So the equation for this one would be the absolute value of x equals 4. Two solutions. One would be -4, one would be +4. How about this one? A little bit different, a little bit tougher, because the central point here is not 0. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be -2. So we have 1. This is the central point. Let's see. Yeah, I should have the solutions shown like this. Two solutions, -5 and +2. So this will be the central points. So what do you mean? You have 1, 2, 3 to the left and 1, 2, 3 to the right. Therefore, -2 is the central point. So the setup is like this. Absolute value of x minus -2 is equal to 1, 2, 3 equals 3. When you make the minus negative positive as we should, the answer becomes x plus 2, absolute value of x plus 2 equals 3. If you work that out, you get these two solutions, -5 and 2. I'd like you to work this out just to see what it looks like. Work this out and see what you get. Okay, these two we already handled, and these are pretty simple. For example, if they take a look at this one, the absolute value of x minus 5 is less than 0. Less than 0 would be like -1, -2. Here we say no. Absolute value cannot be less than 0, no solution. How about this one? Absolute value of this thing is less than -2. So what could it be? -3, -4, -5. Absolute value cannot be negative, no solution. Just like the love of God cannot be negative. So no solution for that one. Alright. And talking about absolute value, let's go ahead and do this one together. We won't be able to do all of them, but let's just do this one together. Absolute value of 3x plus 9 is equal to 15. You remember what I told you? You're going to have two solutions. Only when you have 0 here will you have one only solution. So here we have 3x plus 9, no absolute value now, equals 15. What's the other option? 3x plus 9 will be equal to -15. Because if this in here is -15 and the absolute value of -15 is 15, we have two answers. First step, subtract 9 from the left side of the equal sign and also from the right. What do I get? This is gone. 3x will be equal to 15 take away 9 is 6. When we divide both sides by the 3, as you know, we get x equals 2. That's one answer. Remember, you're going to get two answers. Over here, you do the same drill. Subtract 9 from both sides. That's gone. So we have 3x is equal to -15 minus 9. Two negatives, so we get what? Bigger negative. That would be a 24, and I should put my negative, right? Divide both sides by 3. So I get x is equal to a negative divided by a positive. The negative answer is a -8. Those are the two answers. Ideally, I should go back and really test to make sure both answers work. Okay? I'll have to show you how to do that. How about this one? This one is absolute value as well, but this time it's not an equation, it's not equal to, it's an inequality. And here's what I taught you. With the inequality, it's very similar to the equation. We have how many answers? Two answers. Two answers. Okay? The first one we get by writing 3x plus 7 is less than 6. The second one we get by writing 3x plus 7. This is less than. So when we switch the sign, then we have to make it what? Negative. And this kind of carries over from what we've done before. When we have multiply or divide by a negative, we switch the sign. So here we just work out this inequality and this inequality separately, and we get the answer. Subtract 7. Subtract 7. 7 is gone. 3x is equal to 6 minus 7. It's going to give us a negative 1. The last step is to what? Divide both sides by 3. So we have 3x divided by 3 is less than negative 1 divided by 3. The 3's will go away. And now we have x. Let me put it over here. X is less than negative 1/3. That's one part of the answer. Don't forget the second part. Here it comes. Subtract 7 from both sides. A little bit different now. Negative 6 minus 7, negative 13. 7 is gone away. Greater than. Divide by 3. Greater than. Divide by 3. Should I reverse the sign? No, because I'm not dividing by a negative. This now becomes x greater than. 3 goes into 12 4 times. And 1 left over, 1/3. And negative divided by positive is a negative. So those are the two answers. Alright? So that's a basic heartbeat of the absolute value. This one here, I will do with you. I might not finish this one. Let's see. But let's start it. Okay? If I don't finish it, I'll tell you how to finish it. The objective of solving these types, and this has a little bit more because we've got things added on here, is to isolate or get the absolute value term by itself. So here we go. The first thing we do is we add 9 to the right side of the inequality and to the left. So in doing that, this is gone. So we have the absolute value of x plus 3 plus 2x is greater than negative 3 plus 9 is 6. And now to isolate the absolute value term, we have to subtract 2x. Like that. That's gone. So I get the absolute value of x plus 3 is greater than 6 minus 2x. And this is kind of where I wanted to get. I'm going to take it over here, maybe up here. And let's take it all the way up here. We have two questions now. X plus 3. This is an absolute value inequality. Can be greater than 6 minus 2x. And watch carefully now. X plus 3 can be less than, and this time I have to take the negative of it, 6 minus 2x in parentheses, the whole thing. So those are the two options. And we go through the drill again. X greater than 6 minus 3 is 3. And we add 2x to both sides. So we get 3x is greater than 3. We divide both sides by 3. We get 3x over 3 is 3 over 3